Welcome back to Modern Warrior Project. Shane here, and today we're going to do a unboxing of the BattlBox Mission 123. So let's go ahead and dig into it. And the whole goal of this kind of one, show you what's in here and let you determine whether or not you think the subscription is worth its money to you. My overall thoughts on the BattlBox in general is they're worth their money. You definitely get your value. The question is, how far along are you into your collections of tactical prepper type gear, survival gear? For me, I'm doing this as part of my business and service to the community, but I love BattlBox. However, I get a lot of stuff that I already have, not necessarily the exact product, but some redundancies. On that, one thing I do truly love about BattlBox, especially being in this industry, is it keeps me abreast on a lot of the newer stuff that comes out. So it's kind of nice having a company that's going ahead and curating and consolidating and introducing me to a lot of these new products. So let's go ahead and dig in. BattlBox 123. So with all BattlBox, you get a mission brief thing that's going to kind of go over all the products in here, which is handy sometimes because every once in a while you get some product that's not necessarily labeled or doesn't have a clear understanding or you can't know what it is, and that helps you, kind of tells you about it, but it also helps you if you want to do some further research on the internet. So the first, and I suspected that there was a backpack in here just due to the size, and I'm right on that. So, but we're going to come back to that. We'll hit that last. So the way the BattlBox works, I think they have a basic, then a Pro, and then a Pro Plus, or something like that. They have like 3 or 4 levels of subscription. This is the highest level of subscription, and so you'll get the basic, and then the Pro, and then the Pro Plus stuff in here the further up the subscription you go. So I want to say on the first parts here, let's see what all we have. Okay, so we can, it actually tells you in the book, but right off the bat, we've got 100 foot of 1100 paracord. So if you're familiar with like a 7-strand paracord, typical paracord, you call it 550 cord because it's rated for 550 pounds. The 1100, I want to say it's actually rated for 1150. I thought I saw somewhere. So this is a sturdier, more robust, definitely thicker paracord. So it's thicker, it's not extremely thick. So it has its uses. It's definitely for something that you want more than 550 pounds of weight. This will do you well. So starting off with 100 foot of 1100 paracord. So made in the USA. It's always nice. Another thing we have in here is we have the OOKO Stormproof Matches. I think I just recently did a video where I compared this to, might have been the Zippo Typhoon matches. So these matches are awesome. If you're not familiar with stormproof matches in general, whether it's by OOKO or some of the other brands out there, you can't blow these things out. You can put them in water, pull them out, they'll still light. You can throw sand on them, pull them out, they'll still light. They burn pretty quick. They don't have a long burn time, but they are good for lighting regardless of the situation. It would have been nice if you had like I know a lot of these have plastic containers that you can put them into. So that would have been a nice little extra in here in case you don't have one. But either way, still a great thing. So OOKO Stormproof Matches. Moving up next in the box, we have P4X compressed towels. Be prepared for the unexpected. And these are made from recycled bamboo. So these are probably, yes, okay. So these are very similar. That's kind of nice. So they're compressed towelettes. If you've watched, I just did a video not too long ago on building the world's smallest hygiene kit. And this is one of the things I used in here. Not necessarily this particular product. Let me get this out of here. Not necessarily this particular product, but same concept, these compressed towelettes. That's kind of nice. So it gives you 2 of these. Yeah, they're the same. 2 of these keychain holders for them. And so just to talk you through this real quick, if you're not familiar, yeah, these are not the same as the ones I have, but it's a little compressed towelette, and you'll drop this thing in water, and whoops, drop it in water and it'll make it into a full cloth. So maybe we'll demo that here in a few if we have time. So it looks like there's a, excuse me, 100 of these in here. So that's nice. They're great for field hygiene kits, and that's definitely a nice extra touch, having the 2 containers. Sling that on your bag. I don't know if I'd carry it on a keychain, but you can sling it up onto your bag or whatever kind of kit you want. Pretty nice thing. So that is our P4X bamboo towels. Moving on, next we have a water filter. You know me, I love water filters. I love all things water. It's a VFX all-in-one filter, which is nice. It also comes with a 20% off coupon. So I don't know if all of you can use this, but whoever gets to it first, you're welcome to use that. So one filter, endless possibilities. It says use it seamlessly with water bottles, faucets, hoses, gravity bag is included. Okay, so it's an all-in-one filter, and it also seems like it's kind of universal. You can hook it up to water bottles. It comes with a gravity bag, hoses. Oh, it's actually a nice little kind of kit. Almost looks similar to a Sawyer style. Looks like we've got a back flush plunger in there. But I tell you what, so I'm not going to go too far into this. I'm not familiar with it. I'll learn it and use it, see what we think. But all in all, initial take, looks like a pretty nice. I like how it's got some O-rings in there too. I like how it's all in one in this nice little mesh bag, easily packable. And I love water. I have so many water filters and the like, more than I need. Speaking of, it's a good opportunity to talk about that. One of the things I've been considering, because I get these and I'm constantly getting survival gear, testing it out and using it. So I've got a lot more survival and prepper stuff than I really need, at least according to my wife. So, but really, in all reality, I really do have more than I need, and I'm looking at thinking of some ways to get rid of some. So I'd love to have some suggestions from you guys. One of the ways I was thinking was potentially just doing straight up giveaways. Maybe have the audience suggest, maybe I put together a bug out bag with some of the extras or a certain type of bag and do some kind of a promotional giveaway. And then another thing I was really kind of leaning towards is I've got a lot of friends in the human trafficking recovery efforts out there. So these nonprofits go out there and rescue some of these trafficked children and people. And one of the things I was thinking is I could possibly create some of these bags and run silent type auctions, and whatever proceeds from the bag just donate to those organizations. Of course, I would pick one first and then obviously share all that as we do it. But I'd love to hear your comments, thoughts on that, or if you have any other ideas on the ways that I can kind of get rid of some of this excess gear in a creative, fun way. So finally, we have our last 2 products in this BattlBox Mission 1, 2, 3. Let's go over here. And let's start with the bag. Obviously, we have a big knife here or something to that effect. So this bag is a Defcon 5. So Defcon 5, it's kind of a unique, little different style of a bag here. Trying to think if I like it or if I don't. Pretty good size. Definitely feels put together well. It's got a waist strap in the back. I can show you a little better. It's got a waist strap in the back here. Some extra padding around your hips and waist. Good chest strap across here. All in all, it feels pretty durable. It has some, it actually has a internal frame right here. So it's got a little bit of a actual rigid frame. We have a pocket up in the top flap. It's definitely a different design. I'll show you why. I don't know if you can see it here. So it opens up at the top here, and you've got a full, just open cavity, but I'll show you that more because right down the center of this bag it unzips, which is a pretty unique take. So it actually gives you full access to the interior contents of here. You have some kind of straps that we could potentially, I probably should know what those would be used for, but I'm thinking they're to secure something. Can't think off the top of my head. We have an inner pocket here. There's a single inner pocket. Oh, no. There's some side pouches as well. I don't know how hard that is to see. Side pouches on all of that. And hey, if you could, please just hold that off over there. Yeah, it's about to fall. Thanks. Okay, so we got some side pouches on that. And then on the outside, we have some other pockets. So I don't know how good you're actually being able to see this on the camera. But some other good pockets. They expand. Kind of opens up pretty large and wide. Same thing on both sides. And they have some internal pockets there as well. So this is a very different style of bag. I would have to put it together or put stuff in it, filled it out to see what I actually think of it. It's definitely unique. Has a molly system on it as well, which is always nice. Let's see, do we have anything I'm missing? It does not appear to have a camelback, you know, your typical water bladder straw through. It's not made for that. But that's the Defcon 5. I've got to say, if nothing else, it's quite a unique design, something different I haven't seen yet. Not sure how I feel about it. In some ways I like it. I just don't know what I think I would like it for. I love that it opens up like that. That's quite convenient. I like full open bags. A lot of the ones we sell on Modern Warrior are full open on that back pouch. This is a little different in the fact that the entire center content. So I don't know. I'll play around with it. That's a Defcon 5. Your exposure to it if you're not already familiar with it. And I'm not real familiar with the brand, so if you are, share in the comments what you think of the brand in general, and especially if you have this bag, let me know how you use it. And finally, our last and final product for this is another knife by Condor. Condor is a pretty well-known company, pretty good brand company. And I've seen a few Condors come through in my BattlBox subscription. Now this one here is quite a monster. So we've got some leather sheath. And it's a monster. Let's see here. Let's see if they have a name for it. Probably has a name, but I do not see it readily. Just Condor big knife is what I'm going to call it. So let's open it up. Take a look at it. Oh, it looks like it's actually feels pretty good. Pretty good feel to it. You know, I have a Bear Grylls, it's a little bit cheesy, but I have a Bear Grylls Parang that I bought years ago that I absolutely love for this kind of style of knife, as far as just kind of whacking machete style. Not this is a machete, not that the Parang's a machete, but the use for, you know, your traditional just whacking through the weeds and kind of multi-use knife. So that's where this would fit for me. It's kind of a pretty looking knife. I'm curious to how it would hold up. It looks like it's full tang. I don't know the specs on it. I may do a review on it later, but definitely a full tang. Got the holster, the sheath there. Looks like it's triple rivets in here. All in all, it feels good. It's lighter than I would expect, but I don't know. I'm curious. I'll likely put this to the test and see how it does here soon. All right, so that's it. That is the BattlBox Mission 123. Let me know what your thoughts on these products, if you've used any of them. If you like this video, please give it a like and a share, and make sure and throw some comments in the section for us below. Till next time, safe prepping. Thanks.